Okay, so get past the credit card, interest rates and all that. First comes the shopping, then comes the gift opening, then comes the mad rush to return what you don't want. Here with advice on how to make that return process easier this year, if at all, we welcome back Consumer Reports' Todd Marks, also known as Tightwad Todd. Good to see you.
Good to hear you again.
Okay, so, apparently this time around, this year, it's a little tougher to make those returns. Why?
Well, 17% of retailers in a National Retail Federation survey actually reported that they've tightened their policies this year versus last. 80% of retailers said that they're not changing their policy versus last holiday season. And so it's getting a little tighter, and the reason is simple. It's unfortunately bad apples, people that are crooks. Mm-hmm. And, fraudulent returns are expected to cost retailers something in the neighborhood of $3 billion this holiday season alone.
So,
and the innocent pay for it.
Mm-hmm. When we say they're making it tighter, it's more difficult, meaning the window of opportunity has narrowed, meaning you've got to have a certain, look about your receipt or your gift receipt. What do you mean? Break it down for me.
It really comes down to following the letter of the law. That is, they're not making you return things any sooner. In fact, most places are pretty generous. We did a study recently, and we found that the return periods are mostly in the 90 to 180 day range, not just the standard 30 days. It depends. Every chain is different, and they have different terms and conditions for different product classes. Jewelry might be different than clothing. That might be different than furniture. You got to look carefully.
So for example, like clothing, it better have the tags on it.
Yeah.
Electronics, maybe you need the original packaging, that kind of stuff.
Exactly. There are a couple of key things. One, you'll need a receipt or a gift receipt. Mm-hmm. If not, you could be turned away. Always be sure to have that.
Even if it has the tags on it.
Oh, well, that's another issue entirely. Things like fancy jewelry, fine clothing, cocktail dresses, things like that. If you cut off the tags or otherwise remove them, then your return might be denied because people unfortunately buy them and they use them and they want to bring them back, and that's not good.
Okay, now what about when you buy